Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touch. Back.
Here we go. Waiting!
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Waiting!
Mike, 58, right there. Come on, come on.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Wentz. And that is incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Peterson. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. It's complete to Williams.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Go. 280!
Rabbit.
Again, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Man 5-7.
Wentz now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
That's what I do.
Sunday.
Wentz to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On first down, Benjamin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using. Gap scheme, power scheme, zone run.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Hicks. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Wentz. Completes it to Benjamin. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Wentz now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And some space here. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Elliott on for the extra point.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Eagles 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Hey, they're scared.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the return is Peterson. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. A man from the capital of Pennsylvania, Harrisburg. This is Chase Edmonds. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. I'm going to run you over.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here's Murray. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 21 yards there on third down.
21 yards. First down, Cardinals.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Murray. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
First down, Murray. Dumping it off for Johnson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. A final shot before half from Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
53
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the toss, here's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Here we go. 180. You must be true.
To throw is Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Murray again. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Wentz to throw. The Sanders has got it complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw, it's Wentz, and he connects with Ertz. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch.
Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And an alley to run. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Murray from midfield. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. On 2nd down, Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 3rd down, Murray. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Wentz going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. That ball complete to Isabella. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Arizona.
Ready? Feet right. Mike 54. Go on. Come on, D.
Now the ball comes loose. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing now is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. But they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to